Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Peace. I'm with the Footsteps to Peace. I'm a psychic astrologer and an intuitive life coach. If you are interested in a personal reading, please feel free to check the description box down below. There you'll find the link to my website, thefootstepstopeace.com. Also, like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it, and hit that notification bell so you can be updated the next time I post a video. So little Miss Freya here has decided that she was going to hang out with us while I do the reading. I couldn't get her off the table for a little bit. If you follow me on Facebook, I'm sure you got a picture of her. You want to say hi to everyone? Huh? Want to say hi? Here's Miss Freya. You want to sit here? Can you sit here on my lap and be nice? Probably not. She sees crystals up here on the table, so she's been going after them. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So today, you guys, we do have Mars going into retrograde. So I do want to kind of give you guys a little bit of a heads up on that. Be careful. You could be a little bit more accident prone, breaking things around the house. All that energy and vitality that you had to get things done have pretty much gone out the window at this time. I'm going to be honest with you when I say, like, really be careful today while you're driving, and within like the next couple of days, your reactions are you're not going to be as quick on the draw. Like right now, I'm not as quick on the draw. So it's like you have to understand that all that energy that we had, the sexual energy, the vitality. So say you get up every single morning and you exercise and go for walks, you may be a little bit more tired in the next couple of days, or you just notice that you're very depleted in energies. So make sure, I'm not a doctor, but make sure you take your vitamins. Come here. Make sure you take your vitamins, and eat healthy, drink lots of water, really listen to yourself and listen to your body at this time, and just kind of take it slow, take a step back. If you need to, take an early day, any of those things, I would definitely suggest it in the next couple of days. Especially if you're an Aries, you guys are probably, and Scorpios as well, because Mars rules Aries and Scorpio, but Mars is in Aries right now. So whether you're a sun, a moon, a rising, or have a stellium of planets in Aries, you could definitely be feeling it a lot more than other signs. And really, a lot of people are going to be feeling it because we're all ruled by Mars. So frustrations could be rising as well. People are doing more things to push your buttons. Maybe you were moving forward on a project or something, and now all of a sudden everything's just kind of falling apart. So you really want to think about those things and take some time off and just really nurture yourself, take care of your body, be careful of people triggering you. Maybe it's time for you to take a day off of like social media and just do some meditations and things like that, things that are going to just really help calm the mind. Meditations are great. Like I said, baths are amazing, you guys. Take a nice lavender bath, put some lavender on your pillow. For some of you guys, just whatever you can do to really relax, okay? Snuggle up with your pets and love on them. They probably need it. All right, Missy girl, Mama's going to start shuffling some cards. Can you go? Come on. Here's your toy. Here's your baby. She got her favorite baby. Oh, yeah. Sherry's wants it. Okay, go on. Go over there. There we go. All right, so sorry about that, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. For some of you, you guys are definitely today working on starting there's something here about a new life for yourself. I'm definitely feeling like, something that's going to also make you feel really good. To the sea, some of you guys got to the sea, so for others of you, by the way, this energy, and you got milk and honey in reverse, so you may not be feeling like, your blessings are coming in. Holy crap, peace. And I did talk about needing peace today, and yang energy and regeneration. So like I said earlier, for some of you guys, you're definitely doing something that is creating a new life. I did say that I feel like for some of you, oh gosh, my nose is like already starting to itch, so I apologize, you guys. So to the sea, for some of you, maybe, you're feeling a little lonely, and isolated at this time, and you were wishing maybe your family, friends, whatever could be with you at this time, and maybe they're unable. I do want to say that I feel like you're definitely needing some peace in your life. You got the peace card here. You also got milk and honey, but it did show up in the reverse. Milk and honey is all about, knowing that you're blessed and having enough, and maybe for some of you, you're having a tough time with depression because maybe it's really hard for some of you. I know that you've been having it rough putting food on the table at this time, but I feel like things are changing. You got regeneration at the bottom of the deck, okay? So the number 46 could be important, which also breaks down into a 10, and which comes down into a 1. And you do also have a 1 here with the Yang card. So I feel like, try not to press forward on things unless you absolutely have to. I kind of feel like it's almost like a speeding with the brakes on. I almost feel like you're trying to push forward, but the way I'm looking at it is like she's not getting her way. Okay, you're not going to get your way. And I almost feel like that. My nose immediately started itching right when I said that. I want to see what 46. Let's go ahead and see what. Rebirth, second chances, new opportunities. So maybe it's new opportunities, new life, because I was saying that earlier. I feel like something here about a new life, and we are, it's like, we're all going into something different. Every one of us is being triggered in different ways. And I feel like, you just need to understand that if there are, these new opportunities that are opening up for you, or opportunities just in general, maybe they're past opportunities, I almost feel like you need to take a step back and really look at how that can help you in the long run, because it's like a lot of you guys, I know a lot of people are being displaced right now because of the fires, and that's what I'm seeing here. And the water is to put out the fire. I think for some of you, you've been displaced from your home, and I think that has been really tough. For some of you, you're not sure whether or not you're gonna have to evacuate, but I think that you need to be ready for anything. So I would definitely say, with this Mars retrograde energy, Mars rules fire, and you see that here. I feel like somebody accidentally sets something ablaze. For those of you who are who have lost your home or had to evacuate, I just want to let you know my heart goes out to each and every one of you guys for what's going on right now. And I do want to tell you that peace is here. And I'm telling you, even though things may look really screwed up right now, and you're having a really rough time, you're going to be able to rebuild once the cleanup is here. And I do feel like your family has definitely been displaced, your children as well. I do feel like there is someone here that will help you move forward. Let me go ahead, and my nose is going crazy, you guys, since I started this, so my apologies. There we go. Second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived in a more authentic, stronger form. Whatever may have perceived as a failure or loss is now being replaced by something better and more powerful growing in its place. This rebirth is assured. Step into your new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. So for some of you, and I know myself, I've been dealing with health issues and things like that. I've been dealing with neck and shoulder issues for quite some time. And so I feel like for some of you, maybe this has something to do with your health. And I think that it is time for you to take action and then take a step back and, find peace and solace. For those of you who are definitely going on to a new spiritual healing journey. As far as prosperity, it says, what happens when it appears you failed at something? Do you see the beauty in the lesson? The understanding that arises from difficulties is like a seed that lies dormant for a time. Then once it germinates in your subconscious, it pushes through into your awareness. It is becoming apparent that there is a new you, a new start. I did say new you, new life earlier. So this has it written all over it. A more powerful version and form of what you began to plant in the garden of your imagination has surfaced. You are ripe for success. New opportunities, much better than those that came before, appear like gifts from the gods. Now is one of those times when out of seeming loss and failure comes remarkable abundance. Do not dwell on the past because you really are experiencing a rebirth. I definitely see that here, you guys. There is a rebirth, and it's like when one door closes, another door opens. And I know these, it sounds so cliche at this time, especially with people who are, feel like they're losing everything. But, out of the darkness comes the light. And it kind of goes back to the reading that I did over the weekend. I believe it was on Saturday, the Divine Masculine Feminine reading. I talked about, the lotus flower and how the lotus, has to go through the mucky waters in order to come out onto this lily pad as this beautiful flower. So it's like, I know things, excuse me. And, wow, you guys, somebody doesn't want me to get this point across to you. But I feel like, if you can just come out of this and realize this, see in the background, that the divine is watching over you. You may feel alone in this journey, but I want to let you know, and it may seem dark, it may seem dreary, but it is taking you into a new light. And the fact that milk and honey is here, I feel like for some of you, you are unable to see the forest for the trees, and it's like you have to, look at everything as a blessing. And find peace in where you are right now. And I feel like for a lot of you, you have to understand that even though things might seem fucked up and shitty right now, it's exactly where you're supposed to be. And I know that for, in this human level, it's really hard to embrace that as being, but I'm going to be honest with you, there really is no other way. And so I feel like, having a 10 as the overall energy that breaks down into the 1, it's about self, right? Then you have the 1 at the other end of the reading, okay, because they're bookends typically. You have another number 1. So it's like, you needed this death and rebirth in order for things to come, for you to find peace. So if that is, maybe for some of you, you're going through a breakup, because I do see a feminine here and the masculine energy on the other side. Maybe your life as you knew it has now burned to the ground, and, you're going through a breakup, or you're whether it be with a romantic partner or a best friend or a job. I do feel like there is for you feminines, especially because I'm seeing a feminine here and a masculine here, there is I feel like for some of you, when you're not paying attention, if you could see the blessing in what it is that you're going through, it's going to take you to that masculine that you're supposed to be with, your divine masculine, the person who's going to love you for exactly who you are. There's going to be the equality, because I see the hands, as equally balanced here, and somebody who's going to light that fire for you, and this person is definitely going to feel like your luck has finally arrived, because, what's at the end of the rainbow is the pot of gold, right? It's the luck. But sevens tell me that this is exactly where you're supposed to be at this time. So even if it feels lonely, and for some of you, you could be very overly emotional. And I do want to say with this fire here, be careful of that energy. You don't want to snap on other people because you're going through a rough time. So try and, like I said, nurture yourself, find the good in what it is and in everything that is going on right now. And I feel like, there's more to the story. I just don't feel like this is the end all. Okay. So, and I do plan on going back to my office at some point, you guys. I'm also an Aries rising, so my energy has been depleting for the last few weeks. So I have just needed some and I'm a Virgo, and the sun's in Virgo, Mercury's been in Virgo, so I've been just kind of a hermit, and I'm really going within with all these planets in retrograde. So I feel like I need to share that with you guys. You definitely need to kind of pull back, especially with Mars going into retrograde. You have Saturn in retrograde, Pluto in retrograde, Jupiter in retrograde, Uranus is in retrograde, Chiron is in retrograde, and Neptune is in retrograde. So that is multiple planets in retrograde. And whenever we go into all these retrograde planets, for those of you who are trying to push forward on projects or start new projects, I definitely would not suggest starting anything new at this time. You're going to hit block after block, frustration after frustration. So if you want to use this energy wisely, the best thing that you could do with this energy is to revamp old projects. So say you have a table in the garage that you started a while back and you never got around to it. It would be, that you already started it. It's not a new project. It's something that you started a while back and then you put it aside. You can go back to that. You can go back to, studying old things that you used to study, or, going back into old creative projects that you used to do in the past. I would definitely suggest doing those things. I would not suggest doing things that you haven't been working on. Okay, so yeah, Spirit. Okay, so 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, and one more card, Spirit. Okay, 6 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. So 10 of Pentacles is, happily ever after. So I do want to say you go from the 10, the 9, the 8 to the 6. So I am going to say that here there's something here about your family tree and your family legacy. I do believe you went from being married with a family, see how there's a family setting here, to being single. Okay. I want to say that if you're worried about not having enough, especially because I saw the milk and honey show up in reverse, this showed up in the upright. So I do believe that the milk and honey is just, I know that when we lose someone and we have to go on this journey now by ourselves, or even if it's a new job, maybe you went from one job and maybe you took a pay cut, okay, for others of you. For others of you, this has to do with your health, especially when we've got the Pentacles here, because your health is your wealth. So for others of you, I feel like maybe... I feel like you're feeling like maybe your health is not doing too well. You're depleting, but actually you're gaining. I feel like it's slow and steady progress. I feel like you kind of have to go backwards in order to, move forwards is what I'm seeing. So I just feel like, and for others of you who are, everything is burning down, especially because this is a 10, and I am seeing the fire here as the overall energy. And you notice the trees, the 2 overall energies, these are both trees. So I feel like this is your family legacy as well. I feel like this is this has to do with your family tree, your traditions. Maybe for some of you, someone passed away, and I feel like maybe for some of you, this person left you money or left you something in their will, because I do see this. I'm seeing this as a will. And I feel like whatever this will does, it's like, yeah, you're sad because this person is gone, but this person is literally watching over you. See that person in the background? This person's watching over you. And I feel like, it's no consolation is what I just heard. This is not a consolation. But I do want to say that there is going to be balance, and there is someone here who's going to take you in. I definitely see generosity here. I feel like maybe for some of you, you don't know where to go or who to turn to, but I feel like once you take the blindfold off and get out of your head, I feel like, and get practical about the situation. Maybe for some of you, you're worried that you're not going to have enough money. I feel like someone here, like I said, there's going to be some form of charity that can help you. And even if it's like, needing to go to a food bank or something like that, I do feel for some of you that is here for the taking as well. I just want to say, I know that it's really hard not to be in this energy because it's almost like a prison of your own making. I feel like, you almost don't know which way to turn. And maybe today in the afternoon, you just kind of get stuck and you're like, well, I don't know which way to go. I feel like you just need to pull back your energy and get out of your head and learn how to be a little more practical about what is going on. For others of you, like I said, remember earlier when I said in the afternoon, maybe it's time for you to close your eyes and take a nap. I can definitely see that because you could be definitely with these, the 10 to the 9 to the 6, you're depleting in energy, you guys. And this is what I was talking about. That battery is running out. Okay. So I almost feel like that it's like the electricity in the background, where you kind of get those little jolts of energy. And then like all of a sudden at the end of the night. For others of you, I definitely feel like maybe a Reiki session would be really beneficial for you, or a massage. Someone here, maybe at the end of the day, maybe for some of you, you scheduled a massage for the end of the day, or a Reiki session. For those of you who are on the Big Island, I also do Reiki. So if you're ever interested in a Reiki session, please feel free to contact me because I would be honored to help heal in that aspect. I do want to say for those of you, who are dealing with some court issues and things like that, I do want to say that there is balance that is going to be restored, and I do feel like I'm definitely getting something here about like child support and things like that as well. So just support in general, because I am seeing that here, and I do see the child, the grandfather, is holding the child, and you see the little animals. So I do feel, yeah, for some of you, you're definitely moving to a new home or have moved into a new home, and maybe you're feeling a little bit lonely. For some of you, you're definitely feeling lonely, but I feel like there is peace here. Peace is here. And I want to read to you the peace card because I feel like it's really important, because I think that, I don't know how many of you guys actually know that, what it truly means to find peace. Freedom from attachment, radical acceptance, accepting where you are right now. Like I said, even if it feels lonely and like you don't know what to do, you're not alone. It doesn't get any better than this. A quiet mind, a heart fulfilled, freedom from want, and the soul's satisfaction. The way to peace is through radical acceptance. Everything in your world is exactly as it should be. Harmony is beautiful. Enjoy it. So, like I was saying, I said that earlier. It's like you have to understand that wherever you are right now, no matter how it looks, it is exactly where you need to be. And if you can ultimately just be in this place of acceptance of, I'm where I should be. I know that wherever the universe has me at this time is exactly whatever it is I'm supposed to be experiencing. And this is a part of my journey. I feel like, all too often we're always chasing the dragon because we want to push things forward. I'm going to be honest with you. For those of you who are impatient and want to push through everything in the next couple of months to November 13th, you guys are going to be spinning in circles and you're really going to be hating life. So I feel like the faster that you can get on the boat with everyone else, and see how she doesn't have the oars, she's not pushing it forward. You're opening it up to where the universe can do that for you, okay? So let's go ahead and pull some romance angels cards just to kind of see where we're at. All right, Spirit, please show me. Okay. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So that kind of looks to me like the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is all about victory and success. And it's safe for you to be loved. Yeah, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So for some of you, if you guys are going through a breakup right now, and some of you guys, you're definitely calling in your soulmate, and soulmates are coming in. FYI, soulmates do come with lessons, so be mindful that if you're in this type of energy, that's the type of person that's going to come in for you. Because a person can only meet you at the same energy that you come in with. So make sure that when you're calling in this soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring the two of you together. For some of you, I definitely feel like, by the end of the day, you could definitely be meeting someone, but I do want to say that pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Make sure that this person isn't here for one thing and one thing only, especially with this masculine yang energy. That can be a lot of sexual energy right there. And this regeneration card kind of reminds me of Scorpio as well. It's kind of what I'm getting. And so I want to say that, be mindful what you're calling in and what type of a soulmate you're calling in, because the red flags is like, just remember, if this person that you're meeting, for some of you who are meeting a new person today, if this person is like the people that you have known in the past, the soulmates from the past, I want you to pay attention to that, because it's saying you need to keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So what that's telling me is, you may be used to one type of person, you may have a type, but I feel like that's where the red flags come in. And so I feel like for some of you, you're wanting the happily ever after. You're wanting the long term. And I feel like this person could definitely be long term, as long as they don't remind you of someone else from the past. Also, someone from the past could definitely be coming back in as well. Or trying to come back in. But I feel like you need to be mindful of that. Pay attention to the red flags. If this person hasn't changed any, and they're the same as they were in the past, and you're seeing the same thing, this person has not changed, and this is just a lesson, and it's time for you to move forward. But again, you really are going to have to use your intuition, and be at peace with that. For some of you, you get kind of stuck up in your head and you don't know what to do when it comes to these relationships. And I think that sometimes maybe that is the red flag, is you're losing out on these relationships. And that's why things are dwindling, is because if you keep doing what you've always done, you're going to keep getting what you've always got. So I think that, for a lot of you, you're going to be still standing in the same place if you're not willing to take action. And for some of you, maybe there is someone out there that you are, is a soulmate. But you have been in this place of like, I don't know, I've been single for a really long time. I really do want something, I want the happily ever after and to build, my success with this person. But the problem is you aren't willing to take the action that you need, because you stay in this place of stuck in your head because of past emotion. That's what that water is. So it's like, but you have to understand that you're the only thing standing in the way of you and this relationship coming together. So I do feel like, so it depends on where you are at. Spirit is saying it's safe for you to love, but it's just, I feel like if the two of you guys can come together, and whether that's happening today or in the next, few days, these readings are fluid. Okay. So it can take up until you decide to get the fuck out of your own way and finally take action on this, like this card is telling you to do, so that you can create that balance in relationships. Because, and I'm seeing, so for some of you, you could definitely be dealing with a Virgo, Capricorn, or a Taurus. And you could also be dealing with a Libra here. Okay, I am seeing Libra, Aries. Maybe for some of you, you are dealing with an Aries. I do see fire here, so I am seeing, Aries and Sagittarius, as well as Leo. And I'm seeing the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So, and water. There's water here. So pretty much everybody's here, you guys. And I feel like everybody is wanting that happily ever after and the stability and things like that. And the thing is you definitely, you're entitled to those things. And I feel like if you are willing to take the action and bring this soulmate in, I feel like you're going to have to take action. I mean, when it comes right down to it, you're going to have to take action. You can keep sitting in this place of like, I'll just sit where I am in this place of peace, where it's just in the incubation period. But eventually you're going to have to give birth to it. Eventually you're going to have to give it life. And I feel like that's what's going on here is, for some of you, if you knew someone in the past, maybe it's time to regenerate that relationship. And I feel like for a lot of you, you have a second opportunity with someone from the past if you're willing to take action on it. But this person will have to have changed. And it needs to be like they cannot be in that distorted energy anymore. For others of you, you keep trying to revive an old relationship and it is just dead and gone. I feel like for some of you, for each of you, you know what side of the fence you're on. So don't come on here and think, oh, well, Peace said, this is my soulmate, even though this person makes you feel lonely. And because I'm seeing lonely written all over this. They don't share what they have with you. Okay. Those are all red flags, you guys. So you know where you stand. I'm sorry. Pay attention to the red flags. You know where you stand in all of this. So please don't try to twist it to make it sound how you want it to sound. And also I might not be reading for you. I may be only giving you one small message, and this is where a personal reading needs to come in. So you guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If this sounds like your story, please feel free to check the description box down below. You'll find the link to my website, thefootstepstopeace.com. Like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And hit that notification bell so you can be updated the next time I post a video. Chat soon. Take care, and see you tomorrow.